Welcome back. I'm Jill with thecarefreekitchen.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite recipe for fresh peach pie. Now, this peach pie is perfect for late summer when those peaches are fresh and in the farmers markets and on fruit stands. I mean, you can just imagine the smell of those fresh peaches. They are amazing. Stay tuned and I'll show you step by step how to make the best fresh peach pie. So the first thing you're going to need is some fresh peaches. Aren't they just beautiful? There is nothing like a fresh summer peach. You'll need some sugar and then you'll need some cornstarch. Now there are a lot of ways to thicken your homemade pies, but I'm sticking with cornstarch for this one because everybody already has it in their pantry. We need some butter, some salt, and some fresh lemons. And to give it a ton of flavor, we're going to add just a splash of almond extract. The combination of almond and peach is a match made in heaven. And for the crust today, I'm using a pre-made pie crust. You could also use a no-bake graham cracker crust, a vanilla wafer crust, or a ginger snap crust as well, and I have those on my website as well. To get started on your peach pie, you're going to use a paring knife and just peel the peaches. You could also slip the skins by boiling some water, add your peaches in for just a few moments, and then putting your peaches in an ice bath, and the skins will just slip right off. That's the method I like to use when I'm doing a lot of peaches, but today, since I only need 6, I'm just going to quickly peel them with a small paring knife. The next thing you're going to do is slice the peaches thinly, and if your peach isn't super ripe, it's easy to just cut around the pit and then tease the peach slices off of the pit. The next thing you're going to do is add the sugar and lemon juice to your peaches. We're going to let this sit for about 30 minutes. You could even let it sit for an hour while we prepare our pie crust. And this will just make the peaches really juicy, and we're going to use that juice to make the filling. I'm using a pre-made crust for this recipe. Just be sure it's room temperature and then unroll it. You can add a little bit of flour to your cutting board and your rolling pin, but I'm just going to be rolling this out a little bit, so I think I can get away with no flour. An easy way to get your pie crust off the cutting board is to roll it around your rolling pin and then just roll it right onto your pie plate. Just do it slowly and use your fingers to gently press it onto the pie plate on the side and the bottom. To make the crust pretty, I like to fold under the pie crust around the edges, and you can do this all the way around the pie plate and then just use your thumb and finger to make a crimped edge. And it might not turn out perfect the first time, but we just call that rustic around here, so just keep trying and you will have a beautiful crimped edge in no time. And because we are pre-cooking our pie crust, you will need to use a fork and poke some holes, and this will help your crust from bubbling up or melting down the sides. When we are pre-cooking a pie crust, it's important to cook it at a high temperature. I'm cooking this at 420 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes. I want it to be just golden brown around the edges. Now for the pie filling. So I'm going to put a strainer over a measuring cup and then strain off the juice from the peaches. And this is what we're going to use to make our pie filling, like the glaze on there. And our goal is to get 1 cup of juice. If you don't have quite enough juice to get 1 cup, you can add some water or another kind of fruit juice like apple juice. Now just set your peaches aside, and then with the fruit juice, add the cornstarch and use a wire whisk and whisk this until there are no more lumps. Now you can turn the heat on medium-high heat. The mixture should go from a cloudy color to a pretty transparent color. Okay, this is how you know you have cooked the cornstarch long enough. The mixture should start to get thick and kind of gooey. We don't want it to get too thick, so if it gets too thick, just add a little bit of lemon juice or water to thin it down. And it should be more of a glaze on the peaches and not gooey. Next, you're going to add in the butter and a little bit more lemon juice until you have the right consistency. Now we're going to let the peach glaze cool just a little bit and then pour it over the sliced peaches and mix until it's all the way combined. Your pie crust should be done by now, so you can add your peach filling to your pie crust and just use the back of the spoon to evenly spread the peaches around the pie crust. Now you can just put some plastic wrap over it and put it in the fridge for about an hour before serving. We like to serve this with a heaping dollop of freshly whipped cream or a scoop of vanilla ice cream. You really can't go wrong here. This is the perfect peach pie for the end of summer or anytime you can get your hands on some fresh peaches. And if you've never made homemade whipped cream, this is your sign to make some today. All you need to do is pour heavy cream into a mixing bowl and put it on high with the whisk attachment. Add some powdered sugar and a splash of vanilla, and you have yourself some homemade whipped cream. And as always, I will add the directions in the description of this video, or you can, of course, get it on my website. So we have our peach pie, and please add the biggest dollop of whipped cream. I mean, it really is a game changer. Check them out. It has this nice buttery crust, and then, I mean, you're gonna be blown away. This is such good peach pie. You're going to be wanting to make it every summer. It is delicious. All right, you ready? I mean, stop it. Is there a better combo? Peaches and cream, that little bit of almond extract in there, and the buttery crust. Magnifico. It is so yummy. I'm Jill at the Carefree Kitchen. Tag me in what you're doing. I love to see what everybody is cooking, and I will try and repost it on my Instagram. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more recipes, and share it with your friends. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.